Arunil, over to you. We're getting information as far as when it comes to the on-ground situation is concerned. Now, mainly what we are speaking of is the Civil Aviation Watchdog DGCA, what it can mainly focus when it comes to examining the maintenance history and the pre-flight inspection reports as well. And it is a very narrow window of 27 seconds that we are told would be extremely crucial to reconstruct the sequence of events that led to this fatal crash. The inquiry team will also be reviewing the air traffic control recordings and communication logs during the takeoff scenes, and also analyzing the potential issues during the initial climb phase. And was it a bird strike? Was it engine failure? Was it a loss of thrust? Was it human error, or was it mechanical or software malfunction? So exclusive details that are now coming exactly when it comes to the DGCA would also be looking into all of these points there. But what now remains as the aftermath of this ill-fated tragedy is concerned? 22 hours now, Arunil, that have now passed since this tragedy that happened. If you can still show us around what remains on this site post the inspection that has been done by the Prime Minister. Arunil, you connected?
Well, at present I'm reporting from BJ Medical College. My video journalist Sanjay Ranjit is showing us these exclusive visuals. Amita, you can see the debris of the plane, that ill-fated aircraft has been clearly seen. FSL team, the forensic team, can be seen studying the debris of the aircraft properly. Earlier, this part of the plane was not seen. This is basically on top of the hostel mess where it had collided, where it had crashed. You can see clearly Air India's plane's debris can be seen in our visuals. There is an FSL team, forensic team, which is investigating it. Other investigators are also on the spot, trying to ascertain what exactly has gone wrong, trying to get more cues and evidences related to this ill-fated crash. Basically, at this BJ Medical College, immediately after takeoff, the Boeing Dreamliner crashed over here, killing 241 of the 242 passengers who were on board. Only one passenger has miraculously survived. He also mentioned about the fact that only one part of the plane one side of the plane had crashed into the BJ Medical College building. The other side was on the ground, and that's why he was able to evacuate himself using the emergency door. My video journalist Sanjay Ranjit is giving us these visuals. These are exclusive visuals for our viewers, basically, wherein the debris of the plane can be seen, and the FSL team, basically the forensic team, can be seen studying and investigating the plane thoroughly to get more cues and evidences.
Well, my colleague Pratibha is also joining us from the ground there, as she's just landed at the Ahmedabad airport. And within the range of 1 kilometer or less than that, Pratibha, is where this deadly air crash that has now happened. Over to you.
Right, Amita, we're at the Ahmedabad airport. It is the very same airport that unfortunately saw the tragedy, and it was runway number 23, and that has been a very, very grim reminder to the people of Ahmedabad, to the entire country as well, because it is a reminder of another air crash that had taken place back in 1988, over 3 decades ago, when another air crash had taken place, and the flight again was on the very same runway 23. Now, cut to today, again yesterday, an incident being reported. We are at the Ahmedabad airport, where the Prime Minister is currently. He held a meeting with the top officials, as well as the Home Minister, as well as the DGP, the top officials who have been a part of the investigation so far taking place, as well as the rescue efforts that have been ongoing. Now, it was around this time yesterday when the flight had taken off from here. The Boeing 787 had taken off from the Ahmedabad airport, where we are currently reporting from, and there is a eerie calm that now prevails currently in the airport. There are a lot of security checks taking place with the Prime Minister's presence in the Ahmedabad airport. Of course, the security has been increased in the area. The Prime Minister has also met the lone survivor in the airplane crash. But now the focus is, of course, going to be on the families who are picking up pieces from what happened yesterday. Several families rushing to the hospitals after they bid goodbye to their relatives, thinking that they will be reaching London. The unfortunate tragedy taking place. In just a short while from now, we will also be going to the crash site as well as the hospital, where the families continue to wait for the DNA matches for the official figures to actually come out. The numbers have been pegged at over 240, with all those who were on board the ill-fated flight being confirmed dead. The casualties could go up further because the plane crashed into the BJ Medical College. So as of now, the investigations are still ongoing. There are several questions on what actually went wrong. Why is it that just within seconds of takeoff in this very airport there was a glitch? Was it a technical fault? Was it something else? The questions still remain. The officials here as well, like we mentioned, there is an eerie calm with a lot of questions on the minds of the people here as well. It all seemed to be just another flight. This is a busy airport that sees a lot of flights in and out of the airport. So it seemed like just
it was a long-haul flight, close to 8 to 10 hours, when it was preparing itself right after the takeoff that happened, right from Ahmedabad to London. But the flight, unfortunately, never made it to its final destination. As Pratibha is reporting from the Ahmedabad airport from last 22 hours ago when the flight actually took off. Now what we are looking at, how the DGCA